us a little bit about that.
Well, it's called Shakespeare for All.
Oh, I said Shakespeare in the Park.
Well, that's part of the programs, but
Okay.
Shakespeare for All was another one of the programs, and they received a grant to get Shakespeare into the smaller towns, Salida, and other little communities where they just don't have the chance to get the exposure of Shakespeare. And last year they came out with all of the actors were from Salida. They just went out and said, come on in and let's do it. And they had this great director, Steve Spooter Baugh. His name he's looking
We'll put
me,
that out for
yeah,
you too.
And
really nice guy named Steve.
Yeah, good old Steve. And it was awesome. We had over 100 people show up to come and see the play. We did Midsummer Night Dream, and it was just absolutely a lot of fun.
And you played a part.
Yes, I did. And I had told Steve, they asked because they needed people, if I would play, and I told him no, and he said, what do you know about Shakespeare? I was like, hey, when I was in high school, I was way too cool to know anything about Shakespeare, so now I is one. And so I played Bottom, in which he turns into a donkey, and then back, so it was a little hard to do. But it's just such a great program. I know we went down to Madeira. They went down to Madeira. I went and enjoyed them, and Chowchilla, and then back up to Modesto. And we are now going to do the Julius Caesar come this fall. And so we need a lot of people for parts on that. So you need to come out and just take advantage of playing Caesars. You know. And they have Shakespeare for the Park. Right now they're in Pleasanton. And the Shakespeare in the Park, they're doing Macbeth. And I went last night, and it is just so awesome. So awesome. And I'm going to guess it at 500 people sitting in the park. That's my guess. They could have had more or less. But it is so good. And then from there, doing 6 weekends in Pleasanton. Then they're going to Redwood City and Cupertino. And they have just so many great programs out of that. This is, again, just so you guys know that we have Julius Caesar. And we're going to be doing it in Salida on December 14th. So around the 2nd of December, we're recruiting actors and actresses and of all ages, and you don't have to be 35 for that.
Now, do we have to wait until December 2nd, or can we contact you or them? How's the best way to get involved with that?
Well, you know, first of all, we're going to have on the 24th of August in Salida, we have the Town and Country Fair. So they will have a booth there. And yeah, and you'll take applications, information about the play, parts, lines, and stuff like that. So that'd be the best place to come down. I'll give my phone number later on in the show, and we can talk about, and they can call me for that too. So great program. I just, you know, it is so good to take your family to something like that. And I think maybe that's a part of a culture that we're missing, especially in the small towns. We don't have the opportunity to see it. My wife, when I went last night, I just enjoyed that so much. So I missed all those years in high school.
Well, I agree with you. I think we are missing that in the schools. Not just theater, but visual and fine arts and musical education as well.